All right, thanks for tuning in. This is Chukwu's channel. I am Wu. Like, share, and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about a personal budget. What a budget is, why you need one, and I'm going to give you the simple steps to create a budget today. Let's get started. What is a budget? A budget is basically an accounting of all the money that you have coming in, which are called income, versus all the money that you have flowing out, which are called expenses, right? That's all it is. It tells you what you're making versus what you're spending and what the balance is. Now, why do you need one? You want to know, number one, what you have as far as earnings. It gives you a clear state of things. You want to understand where your money is going. Maybe there are leaks, areas of opportunities where you can decrease spending. It helps you set goals, right? You want to save up money for a down payment on a house. You want to pay off high interest debt. Having a very accurate accounting of all the money you have coming in and all the money you have going out will help you achieve those goals, okay? So you know what it is, you know why you need one. How do you create one? It's very simple. Don't make this super complicated. Step one, add up what you make in a month. You get paid bi-weekly. What is your net income, the amount that gets deposited into your bank account or gets written on your check after taxes, after Social Security, after 401k contributions, etc. Add up the net amount you make each month. Like I said, people getting paid bi-weekly, it's easy. You just add up those two paychecks. People who work in sales or in a gig type of economy where your income fluctuates, maybe a bit harder, take 1 or 2 months, add up and average what you make over the course of those 2 months, maybe even 6 months. But you want to make this today, so don't make it super complicated. Take a look back at the last 2 months, 3 months as far as your income and get yourself an average of what you're making each month. That's your income. You have a number. Let's say it's $5,000. Then you want to add up your expenses. There are two types of expenses. There are fixed expenses and then there are variable expenses. What is a fixed expense? A fixed expense is any expense that does not change. It's the same each month. It's the same each billing period. Your rent, it's the same each month. Your student loan payment, it's the same each month. If you have an auto loan, auto payment, it's the same each month. Those are your fixed expenses. It's easy to add up your fixed expenses. You know what you pay on rent, you know what you pay on student loans, et cetera, et cetera. It can be a little bit more difficult to add up your variable expenses. Here's how you do that. My advice, take 30 days. Over the course of those 30 days, at the end of the day, write down everything you spent money on. Groceries, entertainment, lunch at work, coffee. This gives you not only a good idea of what your variable expenses are, but quite frankly, once you have that tally at the end of 30 days, even before you create your budget, you can automatically start to see areas where you can decrease some of your expenses. Stop buying that coffee every other day, et cetera, et cetera. So there you have it. Take your income, take your fixed expenses, calculate your variable expenses. Now you have your income and you have your full expenses, right? That's what you have. The third step is now set some goals. What do you want to save each month? What do you want to do as far as having an emergency fund, etc.? Now, why is this important? Because as we get into making a budget, you're going to want to put any savings that you hope to have at the end of each month into the budget. Call it an expense. That's where you're paying yourself. We'll get into that in a moment, okay? So those are 3 quick steps. You have your income, you have your expenses, you have your goals. Now what do you want to do? This is where we're going to talk about leveraging AI. Go to ChatGPT, go to Perplexity AI, any sort of chat interface that you use, and here's what you're going to do. You're going to tell it in a simple prompt, this is how much I make every month, that's your income. This is how much I spend every month, these are your fixed and variable expenses. And these are my goals. I want to save $500 a month for my emergency fund. I want to be able to buy a house in 3 years, etc. Upload that prompt directly into ChatGPT or Perplexity AI and say, based on this information, give me a budget. Now it's going to spit out a budget for you in a table form. Tell it to give you a table form. The second step here, tell it, based on my income and my expenses, what should the typical budget of someone in my financial situation look like, right? That's going to give you the opportunity to compare your budget versus what the average or median type of budget for someone in your situation should be. That gives you a comparison. That's not a necessary step. Obviously, I don't want to make this too complicated, But the more information you have around where you actually should be based on that response, it'll help you get an understanding of where you actually are and what you need to do to sort of better position yourself, okay? So you've had the steps. You added up your income, you added up your fixed and variable expenses, you set some goals, you uploaded a prompt into GPT saying, based on my expenses, based on my income, based on my goals, this is what my budget should look like, and you have it. Put it in Excel. Now, what are some tips for actual budgeting? Number one, you want to focus on paying off high interest debt, credit card debt specifically. You want to focus on paying that off. Now, some YouTubers might say you want to focus on saving as much money as possible. I take a different approach. Why? Let's take a simple example. You have $1,000 in savings, right? You have it in a high interest savings account earning you 4% a year. You also have $1,000 in credit card debt. Again, this is a simple example. That credit card debt comes with a 25% APY, paying 25% on it, and that's not unheard of. If you think about it, if you left that $1,000 in the savings account for a year at 4%, what did you make? You made $40. If you held that $1,000 credit card balance for a year at 25% APY, you've paid $250 in interest. So to think that you're saving that $1,000 is actually inaccurate, because by saving that $1,000 in the 4% interest account and not using it to pay off the high interest debt, you're actually losing money. It's $40 in interest earned versus $250 in credit card interest expense. So my advice is save up 1 to 2 months of an emergency fund. You need that. It helps you feel secure in this economy. You want to feel secure. Once you have that 2 months, 2 to 3 months, whatever makes you comfortable of emergency expense, focus going forward, not on saving any more money, but on paying off high interest debt, okay? Now, as far as saving as much money as possible, you have 2 practical options that I found work for me. Number one is you get paid bi-weekly, or whenever you get paid, automatically take 5-10% and have it moved into that high interest account. Put it in your direct deposit setup so you don't even see it. That's one way. Another way I found that works actually a lot better is take that money out in cash, right? Put it in an envelope every pay period. Keep it with you. Keep it safe. Don't tell anyone you have it, right? Be smart. Why does this actually work? Seeing the money accumulate and having it in your hand, it's psychological. It really helps you say, I'm meeting my goals, I'm doing something. Having it tactile really helps. Another tip, convert any small bills in that envelope to $100 bills every 2 weeks, every month. Why? You're less likely to spend the hundreds. Number one, you don't want to break them. It's psychological again. Number two, it helps you even build up more confidence. You start to see $500 bills in that envelope. 3 months later, you have $800 bills. 6 months later, you have 15. That really is going to keep you motivated. In order to keep this up, you have to have some wins. You have to feel excited. You have to feel like you're making progress. So those are just a couple pieces of advice. Either move the money automatically to a high interest account, again, after you've paid off your high interest debt, each pay period, or take it out in cash, convert it to $100 bills and watch it stack up. Like I said, be careful, keep it in a safe place, and don't tell anybody you have it, right? Now, one other thing, times have changed. Previously, advice was save 10% of your money, try to stack it up as much as possible, and you'll be all right. 2025, America, things are getting harder and harder each month. So my third piece of advice is not only have a budget so you have an accounting of what's coming in, what's going out, you can help you reach your goals, but the truth is you're going to have to find a way every year to make more money. So it's not only important to save, but it's also very important to make more money. I plan on creating another video on some simple low-cost ways to create a few side hustles in 2025, but again, it's going to be very important. So there you have it. I've told you how to create a budget, what it is, why it's important. Give yourself some time, adjust over the next few months as you create your budget and you try to live towards it. It's boring, I understand that. Sticking to a budget can be boring. Don't be disappointed when after 1 month or 2 months, maybe you're not saving as much as you thought. You fall off the wagon, for lack of a better term. Give it time for these new habits to form, okay? Slow progress is better than no progress. Again, if you found value in this video, like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later.